I want to preface everything by saying that like I'm a capitalist, right? And I know that's kind of a weird statement to make, but in the world of doing good, like, I think there's this kind of misconception of like, oh, because you want to do good, that you can't thrive and be successful, right? Like, and I think that was my personal journey and my biggest struggle because I started my first company when I was 14. I've had about seven different startups since then. Some were successful, some were really difficult, expensive learning experiences. But I always tell people like I like nice things. I was born and raised in the Bay Area, right? And I now live in New York City. These are incredibly expensive places to be, right? Like I like to go out and eat, but now that I want to do good, I don't need to be poor and suffer, right? Like I think long gone are the days where it's like you're either a tree hugger that's poor and starving, or you're like a wolf of Wall Street, right? Like I think that line is, and I think it necessarily is like we're kind of seeing the market shift, and I want to be an advocate in kind of really pushing that narrative and that market shift because I believe in what we call profit with purpose, right? Like I believe that I should be able to pay my rent and thrive and do good, right? Like and where capitalism is not a means to an end and it's not a means to exploit people, but to drive human flourishing, right? Like that's what I believe when I say I'm a capitalist. Like I believe that capitalism was always meant to create a marketplace that enabled and uplifted humanity and human flourishing, right? Where we're supposed to build products that serve humanity at a fair and good price, right? And that for products that are good quality, right? Like not things that are meant to break down and so we can exploit people. All of that said, so that's kind of set me on this journey, right? As an entrepreneur that always has always loved building companies, I had a personal conviction about 7 years ago, which is when I founded this company. It was like, for me, faith is a huge part, like it's the foundation of my life. And I had a conviction. My faith beliefs was like, hey, God was asking me, it's like what you spend your time and energy on should reflect your values, which is to love God and love people, right? And I was like, all right, well, I spent all my time working. I spent all my time building companies because it's not so much money was a key aspect of it, but it was kind of how do I create something of value in the marketplace? And that's where profit with purpose, like really, like I started wrestling with that idea. What does that look like? How do I serve, nonprofit industry obviously helps and serves humanity, but it's incredibly broken. It's like the word nonprofit is like the opposite of capitalism, right? But I'm like, how are you supposed to solve the biggest problems in the world and not have any money and resources to do it? Right? Like you look at nonprofit salaries, which are dismal and like just why it's like a teacher's salary. It's like, what are like our markets are not reflective of the values, right? And how do we kind of go about resetting that?